It's Hosea 1 and 6. It says, and she conceived again and bare a daughter, and the Most High said unto him, call her name Lo Ramah, which it means in Hebrew, no mercy. It says, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away.
God, I will utterly take them away. Why? Because Israel's stiff-necked. They're hard-headed. Like their hearts are as flint. You see what I'm saying? And flint, as we know, is rock. But they have no concept of doing this word. They have no concept of following after these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is supposed to be common sense for us to do that, man. Like this is supposed to be our heritage right here, man. But the Lord took us away from that because we hard-headed, man. Continue.
It says, Hosea, go back to me.
I think we can go right back. I just proved that point. Salah.
It's Isaiah 65 and 2.
Oh,
says,
shit. Salah. Verse 7 and 8.
It says, but I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horse, nor by horsemen.
Right.
Now when she had weaned Lo Ramah, she conceived and bare a son.
Right. Now this son is dealing with a prophecy that came to pass. You know what I'm saying? When we as a people became Gentiles. Yeah, 8. Verse 8 is the point.
Yeah, I know. I just read it.
Salaki, verse 9 is the point. Go to verse 9. Yeah.
Verse 9, and said, the Most High called his name Lo Ami, which in Hebrew it said means not my people.
It's never me, it's king.
So it says, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power.
And that's the basis of this whole thing. You know what I mean? That is how we as a people became heathens. And I'm talking about, and really and truly, that's talking about the 2/3 if you want to get technical. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a sense, no. You should say all of Israel was talking about, because then, you know what I mean, the elect had to be grafted back in. And part of the elect was going to be among the heathen. You see what I'm saying? Now us having this understanding and knowledge, being among the heathen, we were heathens because the Lord turned his back on us as a people. Okay? We had to be grafted back in through that adoption by Yahweh Shai dying on the cross. Like the brother said at the beginning of all this, he didn't die for everybody. He only died for the nation of Israel. Read that verse. Read that 9 again up.
It's Hosea 1 and 9. It says, then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power.
That's it. That was the whole point of Yahweh Shai dying on the cross. That was the whole point of Yahweh Shai being crucified, so that we would be adopted back into the Lord's good graces. Now you have it.
It's Hosea 1 and 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in a place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Right now, that's talking about America. We're called West Indians. We're called African Americans. We're called Latinos. We're called all these different names. That is not our name. We are the children of Israel, from the different tribes.
Right. Okay.
It says, ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
Ye are the sons of the living power. So that's the Lord grafting us back into that fold, grafting us back into that name that was rightfully ours to begin with. All right. You have something that was another, right?
I could have read that last verse.
Oh, if you want to, go ahead, go for it. Yeah.
It says, verse 11, Hosea 1 and 11. It says, then shall the children of Israel, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint them one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. It says, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. I think Jezreel. It says, Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. Like, basically, it's going to come a time when Israel's going to come together, northern and the southern kingdom. And then it says, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. I think Jezreel is, Yahweh plans. All right, that's what Jezreel means. So, all right, so going back to Isaiah 65:2, it says, I have spread out my hand all the day unto a rebellious people, which walked in a way that was not good after their own thoughts.
All day you got Yahweh out here with his prophets all over the world, and we telling our people to come back to the power, come back to the fold, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. But they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Following the Lord is the farthest thing. It's way in the back of their mind. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do it right now. They say the world is going to end in their time. They don't got to do that right now. They don't want to do that right now.
Done.
Isaiah 65:2 says, I have spread out my hand all the day unto a rebellious people, which walked in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts.
After their own thoughts, okay? After their own vain imaginations, okay? With all these BS philosophies that they buzzing around with. Whether it be sun worship, or whether it be that fucking cobblestone worship, or whatever the case is, all that shit is vain, all right? It has nothing to do with us. Continue.
It says, a people that provoke me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens and burn incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me.
Exactly.
You got these 2/3 out here. You got 2/3 out here. They eating swine. They think that's good. They saying the only reason why Yahweh put the word out that we couldn't have no swine is because they couldn't cook it right back then, so we couldn't have it.
Yeah, that's their stupid explanation for why we shouldn't eat it, right? But now when you get the understanding of how pigs, you know what I mean? When you get the understanding of pigs are swine, period, they're basically put upon the earth to basically be waste disposals. They eat the trash and the filth from the earth. That's why the scriptures tell you, though their feet are cloven, you're not supposed to partake of them. You're not supposed to eat them, because like shrimp, they're bottom feeders. That's all they are. Okay.
Which one would you go to the law itself?
Yeah, because basically the pig is designed that it like the brother was saying, in the ancient world, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have like sanitation, like how we get our trash. Because think about it, they didn't have all this processed food and all that shit. Everything was just like, for the most part natural, whatever. So they would take all that garbage and dump it, to a plug. Just like in the South or whatever, my family, you know what I'm saying, they had farms and all that stuff, so they would, all their garbage and stuff, they would just save it and gather it up and just throw it to the pigs. They would eat, and their body is designed so that they could basically eat things. Yeah, they could eat things, get rid of them, not get sick, and they could get rid of it quick so it doesn't, totally poison their body. They had like hooks and all that, but they had like pus and the toxins that come out of their body. They don't have like the sweat. That's hard. It comes out of their noses and all that stuff.
And then furthermore, you had the prophecy dealing with legion that carried all those demons upon them.
Yeah, that's the only instance where Yahweh's child killed him. He told him, he made him run off the cliff.
Yeah, exactly. Made the pig run off the cliff. Yeah. That had all the demons on them.
Then, like, furthermore, you know what I mean? Why you an Israelite, so why would you be have kids? You know, why would you be
Exactly.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead."
Right. And what is it? And what is it talking about when it's talking about the congregation of the dead? Okay? Congregation of the dead is before you. Okay? The congregation of the dead are all of those that are agents against the Lord and his followers. All right? They're basically being preserved unto destruction.
Isaiah 65 and 4, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and the broth of abominable things in their vessels, which say, "Stand by myself, come not near me, for I am holier than thou. These are the smoke in my nose, the fire that burneth all the dead."
Right, because
Yes, good.
And that's how these pastors and these people in these church congregations are doing it right now. They think they know everything and they're holier than thou, and they say, "Get away from us from what you're doing because you're preaching hate. Get away from us from what you're doing. We're the holy ones. We're the saints. They say we go to church every Sunday. We know what we're doing."
Yeah, like I went to the CLC bookstore a couple weeks ago, which is a Christian learning center. They used to have one in 8th and Market, but they moved it. They moved it to They moved it to or they have another one in Cedarbrook Mall, whatever, down more towards North Philly or whatever, Chestnut Hill, down Erie Section. So I went in there and I asked the lady, "Do you have King James 1611?" And it's like, you know, the way that she was talking to me was that she was some type of authority or whatever.
Are
She
you
was
guys
talking to me.
preaching against Jesus or for Jesus? I don't know, I saw that.
What's it say?
Jesus is the devil.
Huh?
Jesus is the devil.
That's what that says?
Does it say like this image is not biblical?
They're basically saying who they tell you who Jesus is, he isn't in the Bible. The guy who they tell you about isn't in the Bible. He don't exist. How they describe it. Not only does he not look like that, he didn't come to die for everybody. That's not in the Bible. He only died for his people. Everybody else, and by his people, I mean the people that's on this side. Everybody else is going to be destroyed when he comes back.
destroyed or basically put in slavery. That's about it. Because the kingdom that's getting ready to come is only made for the few. That few is dealing with us, the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Nobody else.
So they never say he's white. They never say he's Jewish. They say he's Jewish.
What do you say?
So all they say is that he's Jewish.
No. They say he's a Jew. They don't say he's Jewish because this means pertaining to it, kind of like. It doesn't. They don't say he's Jewish. He's actual Jew. You get Jeremiah 14 too.
Yeah, you put that in Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
This is on
Our Lord's very good. Yeah, that's a
Hebrews 7 and 14. It says, "For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, from which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood."
God.
Everything he came out of Judah. He had all the characteristics. He had all the characteristics of a Jew. He was dark skinned. He had woolly hair. He took showers. And when I say he took showers, it's because these dirty Africans, these Hamites, they look like us, but they don't take showers. They got plates on their lips. They circumcise their women. They don't wash their hands. They carve up their teeth so they can be sharp. They put marks on their face with blades. And you got the Lord. He had an afro. He had dark skin. He washed. He wore his fringes. It was evident that he came out of Judah.
Got your question. Who are y'all representing here?
Because I'm like, I did this in '86.
The guy who got called God, that's the God.
No.
You don't represent God?
No. I did this in
What's your nationality? What's your nationality? You said you're God?
What?
You said you're the most high. What? You created everything? Is that what you just said? Is that what you just said? What's your nationality?
You talking right now?
Who am I talking? Who was wrong with what I said?
Switch positions.
Who was wrong with what I said? What I said wrong? Listen, what I said wrong? Tell me what I said wrong. Tell me what I said wrong. So it's easy for you to
I
pick
want you
something
to
up.
come over here with the very good. If you're going to be putting this to the public as, and you're going to impersonate a Hebrew Israelite,
Impersonate
speak the truth.
What is a Hebrew Israelite?
Listen,
What is a Hebrew Israelite? Are you a Hebrew Israelite? Are you a Hebrew Israelite? Are you? Yes or no? I'm not. That's a 5%. What does that mean?
you don't know what 5% is? Get him out of here.
Show me that in scripture. Hold on. I know about this. I think you're part of that 67%. Who that sign? Can you get that sign out?
Who is
You
the
show
Lord
me
Shabbos Shabbat?
What's the really percent?
Who is the Lord Shabbos Shabbat?
Show me.
Who is the Lord Shabbos Shabbat? No, who is Lord Shabbos Shabbat?
You gonna show me?
This is on, because mess up think about it. If you got this right here, Lord Shabbos Shabbat have to be on your list. No, this is, you don't have Shabbat. Lord Shabbos Shabbat is the makers of all the fundamentals of what y'all stand for. But what he's saying is disrespectful to the people. It's not invading. He's supposed to manipulate the intellectual and teach them, not talk bad about them.
But who? The Africans? The Africans can drop dead, all of them. See, they can
Bro,
all drop dead.
it's not about.
It's about nationality. That's all the Bible deals
It's
with,
about
nationality.
When you cannot say
All these Africans can drop dead.
That's right. Anybody can say that. They're all created.
No, we not.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing.
All nations before him is nothing. And obviously, he's not talking about Israel. He's not talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He ain't talking about them. He's talking about these Africans. He's talking about these East Indians. He's talking about these Middle Eastern people. He's talking about these Asians, these Japanese. He's talking about these so-called white people. All them in the eyes of the Lord, all y'all are nothing.
Right.
Nothing at all.
In fact, let me read up about that.
Nothing. It ain't about everybody coming together. We're not supposed to talk good about these heathen nations. They was created to be our slaves. Now they above us.
This is my right. Can I say peace? Shalom, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. My name is Jeff Shaw. This is up like the days when we first started when we was up in Wiseburg. Okay, y'all keep going hard, alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So the scriptures say that according to the Lord, the nations are as the drop of a bucket. The nations aren't important to the Lord, okay? Like the brother just said, the nations were created to be our slaves, really and truly, okay? The Lord has no dealing with any of these other nations, not these so-called fucking Africans, all right, which are Hamites, not these Polynesians or these Etruscans, which basically make up the children of Japhet, not any of these other fucking nations that's of our forefather Shem, not even of them. Like the brother said, not Moab, not Moab, not Ishmael, not Elam, none of these characters. He's only dealing with Yasher Allah, Israel. All right. That's the reality of the situation. According to the law, if we are to have slaves, they have to come from the heathen, the other nations, okay? And he definitely ain't dealing with the so-called white boy, all right? This word is only for the nation of Israel, and then salvation, furthermore than that, rulership belongs to the elect of the nation of Israel. All Israel is going to be in a place of power, but the elect are going to be the heads of that power, all right? Underneath Yahweh Shai. Underneath Yahweh. With Yahweh Shai underneath Yahweh. According to the order, all right?
So Deuteronomy 28:28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness, blindness, and astonishment of heart.
The Lord is going to smite these 2/3 of these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans with madness. You got them coming up saying, don't talk about these Africans, right? They the ones that sold us into slavery. Don't talk about these dirty Africans. We don't give a damn about these Africans, or the God of the Bible don't give a damn about these Africans at all.
It says Deuteronomy 28:28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday as a blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
Just like this joke over here that came up, okay? Spoiled and oppressed, and still want to give credence to the heathen.
Yeah, like you had Malcolm X, you had Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, all them. They came and went. We're still not delivered. We're still in this captivity.
Yeah.
All right, so you know the Lord Yahweh Shai, that's the only person that's gonna come back and save us. So that's what we're prisoners of hope. That's what we're waiting for. The Lord said, just like it said, and no man shall save you. That was the last part of the verse.
And no man shall save us. Better yet, Yahweh Shai even made it clear. When he returns unto the earth, he will not come back as a man. Okay? He's not coming back as a man. Yahweh Shai is coming back as a destroying power. Okay? Let me say that one more time. Okay? The Lord Yahweh Shai made it clear that he is not returning unto the earth as a man. Okay? Read that again. Read that again.
This is Proverbs chapter. So Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy 28:29. It says, thou shalt grope at noonday as a blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
And no man shall save thee. Like the brother just said. Malcolm X came and went. Martin Lucifer King came and went. Hell, even going as far back as and he was a true brother, by the way. But even going as far back as Nat Turner, he came and went. Okay, and we still in this condition. The only savior we have is Yahweh Shai. Somebody get Isaiah 47:3 real quick. Hold what y'all got and get Isaiah 47:3. The scripture said, "No man shall save thee." Okay. But what we're looking for is no man. It's no ordinary man. It's at that. All right.
It's Isaiah chapter 47 verse 3. It said, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
The Lord said he will not meet thee as a man. He's not going to come back as flesh and blood so you can just easily take him down. He's coming back as a destroying power, as a destroying fire. That's how Yahweh Shai is coming back, okay?
He didn't get up on the cross and die and go through all that chastisement, get his beard plucked, get kicked, get spit on, get beat up, get whips in the back. He didn't go through all that just for Martin Luther King to save us or to attempt to save us. That wasn't what he was for. Or Malcolm X, or Obama, who these niggas love. And Obama, he ain't shit but a Hamite.
That's right.
Even our people. He's a devil. He had the so-called white man hand up his ass telling him what to do.
That's right.
Obama ain't nothing but a devil.
And then furthermore than
And
that,
when the Lord come back, he's gonna cut his fucking head off.
that's right. And furthermore than that, if you really want to get technical, every last one of these presidents have ties to the banking families. So even if he wasn't a Hamite, he's more than likely definitely a fucking Edomite.
They won't even let a nigga open up a store. You think he gonna let a nigga be a fucking president?
Exactly.
Y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all don't even think.
Right.
It's Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 6. It's like Jeremiah 5 and 6. It says, wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over the city. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backsliding are few.
Everybody that's going outside of the scriptures is gonna be torn to shreds in that day. All y'all. Y'all here drinking. You got chicks with dicks. Y'all gonna be destroyed. Y'all here smoking weed, cigarettes, defying your temple. It's not even y'all to start with. Y'all renting these bodies and y'all just following them, getting tattoos, right? All these things y'all gonna be destroyed for it.
And mind you, we're only talking about Israel. Fuck these other people. Esau can drop dead right now. I jump for joy. Fuck Esau. We're talking about you Israelites, the people of this book. Okay? These laws, statutes, and commandments belong to you.
Not only that, these white devils and these other heathen nations, y'all can't even hold these laws. Y'all so gay and evil, y'all can't even hold these laws.
It's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. Don't envy the oppressor. You got Judah out here, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all here dyeing your hair blind, getting in contact, trying to make your eyes look blue, right? Bleaching your skin lighter. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, these fucking whores that our people want to be like so bad, right? And y'all all going to get put to death for that envy and oppressor.
Actually, read that again. Read that again. The scripture that you're in.
It's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. It says, envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, all right? Esau, by nature, is a very filthy base beast. One of the ways of Esau is adultery, okay? Another way of Esau is idolatry. Esau is all about being an agent against nature, an agent against anything that lives, okay? Esau is the enemy of all that live. So to be like unto these people who would even destroy themselves for kicks, man. That blows my mind. Like, that goes to show you how lost our people are. Read that again.
These so-called white people, they made cigarettes, right? They putting crack out here. Everything, like the brother said, everything they do is anti-life. Abortion, all these wars they do. They got these unlawful cops out here killing people in the street. They sentence Israelites in jail, which is crazy. You got the wicked punishing the righteous. That's crazy in itself.
The scriptures talk about wrong judgment going forth. If somebody can find that, actually. Yeah,
You got the stupid ass Jake talking about some here last weekend. Like, we supposed to just stop preaching the word.
Kind. Somebody grab the scripture in the book of it's going to be in Habakkuk chapter 1, and you might have to read up at verse 2 or 3. All right, because that's the dynamic that's going right now. These devils are in power. The wicked is in power, and you can tell again
by the countenance of the people. You can tell by the way, you know what I'm saying, people are communicating with one another. The scriptures say that because wickedness is abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay? Where women can kill their own fucking children. What does that go to show you about how what does that go to show you about the dynamic of the world we're living in, man? The wicked rule this bitch.
And not only that, when you try to speak up about getting abortions and stuff, you got these wicked ass women want to say it's our bodies, we get to do whatever we want with them. Where is that in the scripture to say they're your bodies?
Which goes to show you that women by nature are reprobates and don't know shit. Okay.
And this wicked ass president, he backing it, talking about something. In God we trust.
What?
God bless America.
Right.
Hey, what God? Not the God of the Bible, not the God of Israel.
Get that, huh?
He not blessing this wicked ass place. He never condoned none of this.
Read above it. Read above it. Yeah. 1 and 4.
He didn't put his stamp on his gay marriage. He didn't do that.
So Habakkuk 1 and 4.
No, above it. So like 2 or 3. I mean,
Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 2. Start at 1. Habakkuk 1 and 1. So the burden which Habakkuk prophesied. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see, O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievances? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up against strife and contention. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
And when it says that the wicked compass about the righteous, what it's saying is that the wicked encamp around us. They're in power right now. That's all it's saying. You see what I'm saying? And so wrong judgment goeth forth. You see what I'm saying? A righteous man that's trying to correct his child, guess what? They actually have an institution for that now. And guess who's the one that's on the receiving end of the punishment? The righteous man who's supposed to actually be putting his child under subjection to him. Okay? Better yet, I'll even go deeper than that. When a man is trying to put his woman in place, trying to put his woman in her place, you have institutions for that. Okay? Wrong judgment going forth, man.
It says, verse 5, it says, Habakkuk 1 and 5, it says, behold ye among the heathen in regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
That's right. And right now we're living in that time. The Lord was going to work a work in these days. And right now, like I said, as the scriptures have proclaimed, because wickedness is abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You got more and more and more dynamics of abuse and strife and war, even within people's own homes, man. And everybody's privy to it. You see what I'm saying? It's on TV. This father killed his child. This mother killed her child. You see what I'm saying? Whole families is at war with one another. This is a dynamic that we're living in right now. Continue.
It says, behold ye among... I got another scripture. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
God, you see that? But the just shall live but by faith. Once again, this is where you get your works from. All right? If you believe in this, if you believe in the law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? It's gonna show through your works. Okay? You love the Lord, therefore you're gonna do the Lord's will. If somebody can find that, by the way, if thou love me, keep my commandments. But my people don't understand that. Our people don't understand that, okay? Our people do not understand that. We love the Lord, you know what I'm saying? They draw close to the Lord with their mouth, but yet they're far from the Lord because they refuse to do his works. Which in reality, like I keep saying, it's only common sense to do it because at the end of the day, it's his commandments. It's our heritage. Continue. Or get it?
It's 1 John chapter 3, verse 18.
Get it.
It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
But in deed and in truth, okay? And that's the bottom line. In deed and in truth. It is through faith that our works come about.
You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, we are saved by our faith. But without the works, our faith has absolutely no kind of bearing. Our faith has absolutely no kind of substance, okay?